Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for Monday, September the 5th. Don't worry about my count of being an A wave here and a W, and X and a Y here. I'm still trying to resolve that a little bit. So in most cases, like the US markets, we've got it as a wave 4 up here. But in all cases, we're looking down as wave 1 here, and then we're looking for wave 2 to come back. Now, the US markets are closed today, tonight, next session, whatever, wherever you are. So we've got an impulse wave here. So in a bit of a nutshell, we can short under this low here. Okay, so that's really what we're sort of up against here. And for this market, it's pulled down a little bit here. I'm not quite sure. We'll go to the tick chart in a moment. But before we go there, we'll just have a look at what I'm sort of thinking about is that we don't need 2 5s. So we're thinking about a move coming down into around the 12 here, right? So I'm not sure if I need to put wave 1 just here, which I think is about right. Or, I mean, probably, what's its timestamp there, which was 20:05:39. 05:39. Yeah, that one. That's the low there. So we may get one more. It might be that we've got like an A wave and a B wave and a C wave up here. But we'll take a close look at that in a moment. But what we're expecting is another move down as a third wave, a fourth and a fifth. So if we can capture some of this third wave, that would be nice, you know. So the next thing that we could do is I might just do this in another space. I'm just going to put the levels in here, but I think we'll just go to now that we know this, we want to go just to the 100 ticks and just keep it a little bit simple. Just get a bit more data in. So we can use that. So basically we're in group 2 here, and the general idea is that if the market rejects the 12,650 here, then we can look to short. So with the US markets, we were looking for them to, it showed a nice A wave up here. See, that timestamp here down the bottom is a bit hard to see there. If I lift that up a little bit, I think that one was 05:43 roughly. 05, yeah, so it's that one. That low there is that low there. So we'll just, I think we need to come up one more degree for this, but so that low is the low in the NASDAQ. I mean in the S&P, and will be the NASDAQ as well. So that can give us a reference point. So yeah, so the US market's pushed up where this one's pushed down. So what I was sort of thinking is that, I mean, this can be an A wave and then an A, B, C for the B wave, have 5 waves up here and then move lower at this point, you know. So what I'm thinking is that this looks a little bit impulsive here, and this looks like a little ABC here. It looks like it wants to push up a bit, right? So so that's good, because if it does that, then we're exposed this low here. If that pushes up above the 1260, then you could bring it up to the next low here. Okay, I'll leave that up to you, but we should see some sort of correction here, you know. I mean, maybe it's some sort of wave 1 here with an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave for wave 2. I don't know. This looks like 1 and 2. This looks like, I'll probably have to look at this being wave 1 here, or 1, 2, 3. That doesn't really seem in 5 waves here either, does it? Looks like it's, unless I look at that as 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. That still doesn't really give that a nice 5 wave. This could certainly be an A wave, a B wave to here, but then it leaves that one a bit messy. And just probably one, two. It's probably tucked in there. There's probably 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. I still need to pull that apart on a 5 or 10 tick chart, I think. And all of that doesn't finish off very nicely. None of this runs very smoothly, but that's to there. So we could pin that to that, and then this to here. Yeah, it just doesn't finish. But what would be very helpful would be to see some sort of little rally off here. That's all we need as a starting point. Just to, I mean, first of all, if this low is breached, then using the trading levels scenario, this means that group 2 here has been rejected and will go down from that point. So that would be good at that point. Probably wouldn't go I wouldn't go this one here until this market is pushed up there further. Do you know what I mean? So, but you can do that in your own time. If that pushes up there, because we've got to look at this being down for 1 here and A, B, C back for wave 2 here, and then that could come down at this point here. Do you know, like basically failing to popping its head up on the 12,650, but failing to sit up there and then dropping down. So yeah, but most markets across the board have got this as 5 waves down. So I just can't see how that's a little bit messy. We'll have a look at the stock 50 and see what that looks like. So the stock 50 also too, you know, we're looking to give it an ABC correction. Last time we spoke, I think, here by the looks of it. So, but it's just given us overlapping. I'm actually struggling with a bit of this whole structure across the markets, actually, after the Feds made their comments. And I'm not blaming the Feds, but after they made their comments here, most of the markets, I mean, this is quite nice here, actually, but all of the US markets are pretty tricky to count from the top, from not only from this top, but this next top as well. But here I was looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but now we've got overlap here. So that's a bit of an issue, but the same thing applies here though as well. I can't call that wave 5 because I know that the move down, I mean, I could probably look at it the other way around without running back too much, looking at something like this. I mean, it's not a big difference, but it saves that sort of rally coming in a bit more. Don't worry about that. I'll put that down here. So I'm just trying to find a trade really for you, that's all. Yeah, I think that's the low there actually, and this is some sort of correction across here, and this could be wave 1 here and wave 2 here, you know, and the same for the DAX. But the good news is wave 3 here, that should be longer than this one. So I'd kind of like look for any weakness below here and look to have a bit of a short, but the more that rallies up there, the better. But based on what we can see on the other guys, this is good. There'll be a bounce off the 34, by the way, as well. Yeah, so across the markets, we're just really looking for 5 more waves down to help finish off. It'll either be wave 1 or wave C of B at that point, but that doesn't really matter today anyway. Yeah, and also to the FTSE, so we can move that out of the way. Okay, so we were we're tracking this down as an A and a B and a C wave down here, but now we've got overlapping wave structures here. So the problem here now is that we can do 2 things. We could go from wave 2 here down to wave 3 and call that wave 3 and count that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. but this leaves this wave 3 in here a bit short for that. But I think I'm going to go for that, you know, because it kind of ties me in where I need to be with the rest of the markets. Now, I know that won't be satisfactory for a lot of people and so on, but we either, put it this way, you've either got an overlap here, either accept the overlap or accept a shorter wave 3 at this degree of structure. There are options to get the fit properly, because across the globe we're looking for 5 more waves down here to make us at wave C, 5 of C here. So that's where we're looking at this moment. And yes, we can be 1 and 2 and all of that. Bigger move down, but we'll get to that because that's not quite right at this point in time. We'd need to add another extra structure to that. So that's a bit of an issue at this point. I don't want to go wave 1 and 2 and then 1 and 2 and then 1 and 2 here, because this wave 2 here should be bigger than this one. I'll give it a bit more thought, but I think that's the best fit for the time being anyway. I mean, the point being is that we need to be short. Okay, so let's just have a look at the euro and the pound. So with the US dollar here, if you've been following this, you know we've got wave 3 here and 4 here, and then we're looking for 1 and 2 to the upside. We need to go up for 3, 4, 5 to make 5 of 3. That wave 1 can go over yonder somewhere. So yeah, we've still got further to go. I'm not sure about this wave 4 here, but I know that we've still got further to go up here. So when the stock market tops out, bottoms out with its 5 waves that we've just been talking about, so with the S&P here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here, well then we're likely to top out here, and then we can come back here. But I just think we should expect a classic trading levels pattern across the 11,000 here, and that will give us time for the other markets here, the euro here. Now this also doesn't present the best 5 waves down from this wave 4 that we've been sort of shooting the breeze about, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for that 3rd wave and 4th wave and 5th wave here. We'll have a look at this anyway. I mean, I'll reassess that, but in the meantime we'll just focus on being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. Okay, so we'll be down at 9. There'll be a bounce at 98. There'll be a retest of this 99. So here the market will eventually come through it and then test it and then drop down to 98. There will be a bounce off that, but we should end up down low at 97. The pound is good in this case because we've got this is also questionable as well, this 1 and 2 here, but in the meantime we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 3rd, 4th and 5th here. So it's nice to see we've got an easy count somewhere through the market, and then we'll be looking for wave 4 and then 5 down here for wave 3, and then this 1 and 2. That should play out. I don't see a problem with it, just need to be a little bit careful, but we'll see how that goes. But I mean, normally, you know, once you get this far down, we should get pulled down to parity eventually, I reckon. But anyway, we'll see, just keep going. Might need to extend this wave count, this wave structure out, but I'll just always start with the most minimal structure and then build on top of that or expand on top of that, rather than giving extensions and expecting to get there and don't get there and so on. So I'd rather work from the ground up. Anyway, that's that, all pretty easy. So if you're short on the euro, that's good. You're short on the pound, that's good. Long on the dollar is good. And look for weakness in the indices. Alrighty, cheers.